Hi, hello. Welcome to my first vlog. Okay, so I am reading Touched. I guess it's called a saga. There's 4 books, and this one is called Touched, the Caress of Fate, and it's by Elisa S. Amor. I'm not sure if this is a stage name or if this is really her name. I should have looked that up. But it's on Kindle Unlimited. It's free if you're in America. So I'm not sure if you're anywhere else, if it's gonna be free on KU. I was looking for I'll hold it up. I was looking for a YA Gothic fiction, and this is what popped up on Amazon. I had started to read, what is it called? Nocticadia by Carrie Lake, but it had way too many trigger warnings and I was too scared to read it. I really wanted to read some sort of Gothic fiction, but I don't know, it had trigger warnings for torture and I don't know, mutilation, and I just couldn't do that. So then I thought, well, how about I look up a YA Gothic fiction? So I did on the Kindle app on my phone, and this is what came up. I am, how many pages in am I? I am on page 68. It says there's 376 pages, but I don't know. I've noticed that with Kindle or with Amazon telling you how many pages it is, it's sometimes super off. I know one of the Harry Potter books, I think the 3rd one, it said there were only 200 pages, 203, and I know that that's incorrect. So I can't always go off of what it says, but 376 pages is what it's telling me. Yeah, I'm on page 68. It says I am 17% in, so I've just started the book. It has tropes of, what is it? Soulmates, forbidden love. It's called Touched because he kills you. He's the angel of death. So he's technically the Grim Reaper, and he falls in love with a human girl. He is they're called missions. So he's on a mission. He has orders to kill someone, and he runs into her and they lock eyes, and it's a whole thing. We'll see. We'll see how this goes. He also can control her dreams. So she has dreams of him, and when it's in that part, you don't know that it's a dream until the very end of the chapter. So that's kind of interesting. And then one of the tropes is touch her and you. I don't want to get in trouble on YouTube, but yeah, touch her and you something. But I don't know, it has about 11,000 reviews between Amazon and Goodreads, and it has between a 3.8 and a 4.2 star rating. So it's a pretty good rating, but I don't know, I'm into it, but I'm not. The prologue was wild. So the prologue, you got to see one of his missions, and it just made me really uncomfortable because when he has to unalive somebody, he has to make it look natural. So he made it look like these 3 young, I think they were teenagers, these 3 people drowned. That's how he made it look. He froze the lake so they couldn't come back up. I don't know, I almost stopped reading it just based off the prologue, but this is supposed to be considered a YA Gothic fiction. I'm trying to expand my reading palette, so I have a list of the different types of books that I want to read, and so I had Gothic fiction written on there, and so I thought, okay, let's find a book that would go along with that. I'm normally into romance books, and I've recently gotten into fantasy or romantasy, so I'm just trying to see what else is out there and stop trying to stick with the same types of books that I always read. But yeah, so I've just started this. I'm only a few chapters in. There is a lot of, how would I even word it? There's not a lot of dialogue. It is a lot of just reading her inner thoughts and just reading what's going on rather than characters talking to each other. I mean, there's a lot, pages and pages and pages before you even get to someone talking. And then when she is talking to someone, it's very quick. And then it just goes back to, I guess, her inner monologue is what you could call it. There's not a lot of dialogue, and I don't know, it's kind of putting me to sleep. It's still good. It's just not great. I don't know. When I first started reading it, I thought, oh, this could be a 4 or 5 star, but I don't know. At this point, I'm in between a 3 and a 4. So we'll see. But this is what it looks like. And I'm reading it, yeah, on my Kindle. Super basic. But I'll let y'all know as I get further into it. Okay, as you can see, I have my Kindle propped up on a Mickey Mouse piggy bank. Oh, and ignore all this. Today's Valentine's Day whenever I'm recording this. So I only read a couple pages since I last updated you, but she's talking about this locket that her grandmother gave her, and then she says she died suddenly, unexpectedly. So I'm just wondering if he killed her grandmother, because they haven't made it clear, or he hasn't made it clear, how he gets these orders or these missions to off people, but he gets them, he'll get their name, and then he just has to go and do it. And I don't know if there's a time frame, but on when he has to commit these acts. But yeah, he's met her, and I don't even know if I told you, but she is his next mission. So he is supposed to off her, and he can't. It's kind of like love at first sight, which I normally don't like, but considering they're barely talking and I'm just reading so much inner monologue, it doesn't quite feel like love at first sight. But yeah, he's talking to her right now. It's a YA, so she's in high school. It hasn't said what grade she's in, but I'm thinking senior year, because she'll sometimes talk to her friends about, oh, what are you doing after high school? What are you going to do with your life? Are you going to college? What are you going to major in? So it makes me think that they're seniors. But yeah, he approached her, and that's the other weird thing. He enrolled at her school. I don't understand that. The teacher even said that, it's the very end of the school year and there's a new student, and now he's enrolled at her school. I don't know how that came about. I don't know if they're going to talk any more about that, but yeah, I guess he's talking to her outside right now on the bleachers while she's watching her friends play, I don't know, some game. And he's talking about her locket. But yeah, she said, oh yeah, my grandmother got it for me. She died, how does it say? She died suddenly, unexpectedly. And now I'm wondering if he killed her grandmother. I don't know if you heard that. But yeah, I'm wondering if he offed her grandma. So I just wanted to come in and say that. My sweet little reading buddy. This is Minnie Cooper. Can you say hi? Hi, baby. Okay. Bye, baby. Please ignore the mess. I'm going to clean. This is Minnie. And where is he? This is Audi. So this is my boy cat, and then I've got my girl cat. Hi. And I'm just reading at the dining room table. It's comfortable. Sometimes it's more comfortable than my area on the couch. You can see my little reading setup right there. Okay, does anybody else find it weird when an author uses tons of exclamation points when the characters are talking back and forth? Just on this one page, there are 5. There's 5 exclamation points. And this is the second time I've seen the author use the question mark and the exclamation point next to each other, I guess to emphasize what is being said. But 5, and this is not the first time that this has happened. I was trying to find, it was many pages ago, but her friend was talking, and I swear every sentence ended in an exclamation point, and I don't like that. Does anybody else not like that? I don't know why that's bothering me. It's as if it's really dramatic for no reason. Just for no reason. Also, we have learned that she's 17 years old. So I'm guessing Shirley is a senior in high school, but her mom just said something and said, this is the first boy you've liked in 17 years. So good to know about that. Also, their names are Gemma and Evan. His name is Evan James, and her name is Gemma Bloom, which is so cute. But yeah, she's 17, and I don't know how old he is because he has his ethereal form, I guess, when he goes into his dark angel mode. and no one can see him. He becomes invisible to humans, but then he has his human form. And I'm assuming in his human form, he looks probably also like a senior in high school, but in his ethereal form, I don't quite know what he looks like. I just know he's invisible to humans, but I am curious what his age is. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to mention that there are tons of exclamation points in here when there actually is dialogue going on and not her inner monologue. So just FYI, since it is a YA, a young adult book, but it's just a bit much. But it's cute. It's cute. We'll see. I just wanted to say hello from me and my coffee. Okay, I'm not taking a break from reading the book. I'm about to get on my treadmill and walk a couple of miles. And what I always do is prop my Kindle up right here so that I can read it. Also, I do have tons of physical books. I have these, I have some here. There's more in the living room, here in the hallway. But my husband and I moved to Japan. We're from Texas in the United States. More books here. And then there's more books over here. But we live in Japan. We got deployed here. He's in the military. But I'm about to walk on my treadmill for a couple of miles. But anyways, I wanted to say that about my books because probably every vlog you're gonna see from me is going to be on my Kindle, because getting books shipped over here, it takes a long time. I wouldn't say that it's expensive. We sort of have an American address. I don't know how to explain it, but it just takes a long time for them to get over here. And then also every time we move, which is every 2 years after every deployment, when the military comes and packs us up, they don't always pack the nicest. So some of my books were ruined whenever we got over here to Japan. And so it was really frustrating. So I'd rather just not purchase physical books until we get back to our house in Texas. So anyways, you'll be seeing me reading the Kindle most of the time. I did find it's called a foreign language bookstore because English is a foreign language over here in Japan. And I really want to go to it. It's in Tokyo, but it's going to make me want to buy all the books, and I don't need to do that. I don't need to buy any books right now. I just need to keep reading on my Kindle. I do buy books on my Kindle. I don't read everything on Kindle Unlimited, but buying the physical book, it pains me to see them get ruined in the move, and it was already hard enough looking at these. I mean, these are some of my favorite books that I have on display here. So I didn't like seeing them all messed up. It made me really sad. But anyways, I'm about to get on my treadmill and walk 2 miles, and I will update y'all when I have more to say.
To my best friend, I truly believe everything happens for a reason, and we were meant to find each other one way or another. What we have is one of those things people call a 1 in a million. The way we connect, the way we bring balance to each other's lives, and the way we can never go a day without laughing until our stomach hurts is what makes our friendship special. I don't think I would be here today if I never met you, and for that, I thank you for making life beautiful. You've been my biggest supporter since day one, and as long as we are friends, the world will always be in trouble. Thank you for always being brutally honest with me. Thank you for all the promises you've made and never broken. Thank you for loving me for who I am, and thank you for being part of my life. I love you.
Sorry, I just had to put in that video. Was that not so cute? That's from my best friend Shelby back in Texas. We met when we were 14, our freshman year in high school. So a lot of those photos are actually from high school, and then our early 20s when we were in college. Oh my gosh, but that was so cute. I've never screen recorded before, so I had to get online and figure out how to do that. And then I guess I didn't turn the microphone on, so you couldn't hear me talking, but you could hear the TikTok video. But was that not so cute? Also, I feel like I look better in photos or when the camera is flipped around. I think I look so weird like this. I don't like this. I would rather, I'm using the front facing camera. I would rather use the back facing camera, but then I wouldn't be able to see what I'm recording and I wouldn't know like where the frame is going. So I don't know why I'm throwing that out there to y'all. So this is life with a cat. Do any of you have cats? What you doing? I'm sitting on my Kindle. Can I have my Kindle? Can I have Bubba? Outy bowdy. Outy bowdy. Can I have my Kindle? Also, I know how to flip the camera on an iPhone. I'm recording from my iPhone. But if I do that, y'all won't be able to see anything that I show you. It'll all be flipped. It'll be backwards or whatever. Flipped. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, I am going to get ready now. I'm going to go on the treadmill. Where's my coffee? Okay, my coffee is in the office. All right. Love y'all. See y'all soon. Does anyone else not care about matching whenever they're working out? I don't care if I'm going in public to the base gym or to walk around base and get my steps in, or if I'm working out inside my home. It's always super colorful and it doesn't usually match. And I think we need to normalize that. All right. Let's do this. Let's do this. I have a brunch that I'm going to this afternoon, so I don't know how much more reading I'm going to get, but let's go. Why? Why are there so many exclamation points? And there's another one with a question mark next to an exclamation point, if you can see that. Sorry, I'm walking on the treadmill. There's so many. This was the page I was talking about that had 5, but then there's more as you go about it. I mean, even on this one, what? Mom, no. And then here, why not? He's right here, just yards away. Oh, and then here's this one. I haven't seen this yet. What's holding you back? Exclamation point and then question mark. Why? Why is this necessary? Also, I've just realized that y'all might be able to see the time on my Kindle. So it does say 8:08 p.m. and you can clearly see that it's daylight. Remember, we moved to Japan, so my Kindle is still on Texas time. So right now in Texas, it's 8:09 p.m. on February 13th, 2024. But over here in Japan, it is 11:09 a.m. the next day on Wednesday, February 14th. Sorry, I'm out of breath from being on the treadmill, but I just wanted to point that out in case any of y'all have noticed it. I don't actually know how to change it. I have put my Kindle on Wi-Fi. This is how I'm downloading books. So it's current, but I don't know how to change the time. I mean, yeah, it even right here thinks that it's February 13th, but today's Valentine's Day in Japan. It's Wednesday, not Tuesday. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there in case y'all had any questions. Okay, my Kindle froze up and I just got it to unfreeze, but I just wanted to read this out loud. Her mom is trying to get her to go talk to him. Gemma's mom is trying to get Gemma to go talk to Evan. And she says, what's holding you back? And Gemma says, I'd be too embarrassed. And then what her mom says right here is so cute. And that's literally what I've been thinking about with starting a YouTube channel. I know this sounds so dumb, but she says, you need to learn to seize the day. Shyness is a lasso that binds the wings each of us has. Only if you untie it can you fly. Don't give up on something if you might regret it later. Sometimes all you need to do is reach out and take what's in front of you. Someone else might beat you to it and you'll miss your chance. Spread your wings, Squirrely Q, and go talk to him. Is that not so sweet? That's me thinking about posting videos on YouTube. I read a lot, y'all. I read a lot. I used to be a teacher back in Texas, but now that we're over here and we move every 2 years and I don't have any sort of visa to get a job over here, I would only be able to work on base. It's a lot over here, so I'm not working, and so I just read so much, and I always want to share what I'm reading with everybody. And not all of my, I guess, like friends, quote unquote, on Facebook understand how much I love reading, but I know the booktube YouTube community is so big, and there's never, I don't know, it doesn't fill up. There's always plenty of room for other people to post videos, so I just wanted to put that out there. All right, bye. Okay, so Evan is at, I guess Gemma's parents own a bakery. I'm really not sure. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that, but he's there and she's working the register and he's getting up to leave, and he goes up to her because I guess he ate, I don't know, a sweet treat, and he says, I hadn't tasted anything so delicious in centuries. So how old is he? Have we figured that out yet? I know that's a thing in romance books, or not romance books, in fantasy books. And like the fantasy romance book, the men are always hundreds of years old and the women are always 17, 18, early 20s. Has anyone read ACOTAR? Same. But yeah, I haven't tasted anything so delicious in centuries. Sir, she's 17. How old are you? I just reached, so he said that about the pastries, whatever it was that he ate, and she just gets all nervous and flustered and just said, oh, thanks, it's because of my dad, because her dad made them. And she's in her monologue thinking, why did I say that? Why did I bring up my dad? And you know what he says? After she says, yeah, well, thanks, it's all my dad. He says, pastries aren't the only sweet thing he's good at making. Ew. He goes, pastries aren't the only sweet thing he's good at making, he whispered boldly, flashing the most seductive of smiles. Oh, that's so gross. But then it says, trembling, my heart grasped the illusion. Ew, why are you thinking about that? Why are you trembling, thinking about your dad making you and bringing you into this world? But I nervously talked around it. And then she says, yeah, actually, his fritters aren't bad either. I think they're great. You should try one next time. Oh, but still. Oh. Okay, I just got off the treadmill. And look who's with me. Hi, Bubba. Sweet outie boy. Okay, please ignore the office. Like I said, we just moved. When did we move? November 16th is when we got to Japan, and then we didn't move into this place. We were in a hotel for 11 days. So, I don't know, it was right before December when we got in here. So we've only been in here, what, a month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'm still trying to figure out where to put everything. But look. Sweet outie. Where's Minnie Cooper? Where'd you put her? Also, really quick, I just wanted to throw this out here. But I have 2 Kindles. So if you see back and forth, the Kindles keep changing, the back cover, or even the front, because this one has a skin on it. Please just know it's because I have 2 Kindles. I really wanted the agave green one when it came out. And so I decorated it and it's so cute, and I put a skin on it, but I love this one too. This was my first one, and it's from my husband. So of course, actually, you know, I say it's my first one. This is my first one from my husband. My husband got me this one. It's actually my second Kindle, and this is my third Kindle. I have the basic, and I had this one for about a year, and it started messing up. I mean, overnight, very quickly. And not even at the 1 year mark. I want to say at the 4 month mark, it started glitching. And then around the 9 month mark, I mean, it would just keep turning pages and it would turn on and off. And I don't know why. I never mishandled it. This is my Kindle, my baby. Granted, it doesn't have a case, but I don't know. It just started being really weird. And it was making me sad. But I still used it every day. I was constantly reading on it. And then for spring break, I say spring break like I'm in college. Remember, I'm a special education high school teacher, but spring break at school, I was off. And before my husband and I got married, I went over to his house and he had gifted me this. Isn't this so cute? Oh yeah, you can see it. I'm recording on my phone, but this is so precious. And then right before we left to go overseas, I got the green one. just because I was just really stressed out and losing my mind over leaving my family and moving to another country. I don't know Japanese, y'all. I just live in Japan. But anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there in case y'all see me, having different Kindles. This is why I have two of them. Okay, so I'm at the train station and I'm pretty sure that I swallowed. I just wanted to update y'all a little bit, putting you in my kitchen. So it's the next day. It is Thursday. I've been reading just a tiny bit of this morning. Where am I? I'm on page 141. I'm 37% in. Y'all, I'm really not liking this book. And I hate DNFing books. I hate DNFing books. So I'm gonna power through. I just feel like this is gonna be not the happiest reading vlog as my first reading vlog. It's just, I'm bored. I'm really bored. It's just a lot of, look at this page. We go to this page. I could just keep flipping through. There's just so much telling about the story and not people talking. Oh, look, and then the next page, still nothing. Oh, and then we finally get something on the next page. It's getting old. Here, actually, let me scroll back and let's just see the last time someone talked. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, and then 9. Okay, so 8. So that's 8 in a row. Just no one talking. I don't want to say pages. I know these aren't, if you're holding the actual book, sometimes one Kindle page is half of a page in an actual book. I am aware of that, but there's just nothing happening. There's nothing happening, and it's getting really boring, and they're falling in love with each other, and they've only met each other a couple of times. So I don't understand. I don't understand. But like I said, I do not like DNFing books. I will finish them until the end, and then we'll just see what I give it. I don't know, because sometimes books get a little bit better. I'm 37% in. Maybe at the halfway point, I'll be more into it. I don't know. How do you keep fingerprints from getting on your Kindles? My Kindle is it's covered in fingerprints all the time. But anyways, I just wanted to give y'all an update. Just in the sink, as usual. Okay, I just realized that in that last clip, I had found a setting, at least on the iPhone, you go into, settings, camera, and then you can click on mirror front camera. And so I did that, and I didn't realize everything was gonna be backwards. Also, I think there was a hair on my ring. I got that off now, but that whole S clip, that's what you could see. But my Kindle was flipped. I mean, everything was flipped, and I didn't realize it would do that, so I just fixed it. But I just wanted to come on here and say that I am about to make some breakfast, and then we'll see how much reading that I can get done. I really want to finish this book. I'm either going to DNF it or finish it, and I'm leaning more towards just finishing it. I want to get it done, and I know there's, what was it, 376 pages, and I'm on, what, 141, so I think I could finish it today. If I really put my mind to it, I think I could finish it. Okay, I am recording this using the back-facing camera, and I have my phone pointed at my microwave so I can see myself. Oh my gosh, this is just ridiculous. I do not like the way the front-facing camera looks. I am not a fan. I think I look ridiculous. It makes me not even want to post this. And y'all, this is my very first YouTube video. I don't even know what camera I'm supposed to be looking at, but this is just, it's getting ridiculous. But also, I don't want to start over. I don't want to definitely start the reading vlog over, even though I'm not even liking the book that I'm reading. But I just wanted to see what this, am I even in the shot? I can't even tell. That's the problem. I'm gonna have to have y'all in front of I can see my reflection in the microwave. But anyways, I just wanted to check out this footage. Can we just take a second to appreciate how orangey yellow eggs are in Japan? They also come with a sticker on every egg, but this is just so much better than America. All right, got about 44 grams of protein in my breakfast. I've got some strawberries and then what was left of my pineapple. I've got some eggs with some chicken in it, some cherry tomatoes, some yogurt, and then I always make a lot of drinks. Usually in the morning for breakfast, I always have a glass of the cold tea. This is just some apple Lipton tea that I had in my refrigerator. And then I always have a hot tea. That's a hot black tea. And I don't put anything in them. There's no sugar or milk or anything. And then this caramel tea latte, I got it from one of the vending machines at the train station, and it's so good. Oh my gosh, I love these. I love collecting them. I always get as many as I can when I'm at the train station. And then, you know, of course I've got my water, but just wanted to show y'all my high protein breakfast. All right, bye. Okay, just checking in before I get on the treadmill. I'm gonna do some house chores and then hop on. I need to do some laundry, take out the trash. Oh, look at my baby boy sleeping. Maybe clean up in here. I should really figure out this office. There's just no shelving. There's nowhere to put anything. I mean, look how full I have this. I mean, I guess I could add some things right there. Okay, so I'm on page 189. I am 49% in, and we have now reached the part where he has to end her life, Evan and Gemma. So Evan is the Grim Reaper, the Angel of Death. Gemma is a immortal, a human girl, and Evan's been putting it off and off and off, and now we have reached the chapter where he has to end her. So maybe it'll get a little bit better. I'm hitting the halfway point at 49%, so I'll let y'all know. All right, taking a break for lunch with sparkling water and my green tea. And then I made some salmon on some bread with some cucumber, and I made some spicy mayonnaise. Got about 35 grams of protein here. All right, it is the next day. It is Friday, February 16th. I am about to hop on the treadmill and I'm gonna finish this book. I'm so close to it being done. I think I'm 87% in or something like that, but we are going to finish it. And I really want to finish it this morning because I have a nail appointment this afternoon and I want to read a different book while I'm there. Okay, I'm hopping on the treadmill. I am on page 335. I have 89% in. So we are almost done with this book. It did get a little bit interesting. It picked up really around the 50% mark. But, or whenever it was that I told y'all he now had to go and execute her because he's the executioner, the Grim Reaper, the Angel of Death, whatever. That was when it picked up because, you know, he's in love with her. All right, well, I'm gonna set this down and I hope I get this done. I'm just gonna do a couple of miles and then I'll check back in with y'all. The juvenile writing of this book. Do you see this? Enough, stop it. Why are there so many exclamation points? Why? Sorry if I'm making y'all sick. But why are there so many exclamation points? Sorry for all the motion and movement. Get away. Anyone else have cats? All right, so here's our breakfast. Yogurt, eggs, chicken, cherry tomatoes, grape tomatoes, whatever you call them, a banana. This is a, I don't know, water flavor infuser. I'm about to go get my nails done and it's about 40 minutes away and there's really not a lot of public restrooms in Japan, so I don't want to drink my tea. I normally would have black tea in the morning, my hot black tea, and then my Lipton apple tea, which is cold. I normally have that too. And then I have my water bottle. It's back in the kitchen. But I don't want to drink a ton this morning because I'm not going to be able to go to the restroom as much as I would like to. But here's our breakfast. Didn't finish the book. I'm so close. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with the book. I already downloaded another book because I know I'm going to finish it at the nail salon. But I'll update y'all. All right, ready for the day. How do I look? I feel like in the winter, all I wear are skinny jeans and boots, but when you're getting your nails and your toes done, you need to wear looser pants so that you can pull your pants up to your knees because, you know, they give you a massage. So I always have to figure out what the heck I'm wearing to my nail appointment. And I only have 2 pairs of pants that are similar to, or I guess 3 pairs of pants. So I just alternate between those. But we're ready. I haven't read any more of the book. I walked on the treadmill and I read it, and then I went and made breakfast, and then I went and took a shower and got ready for the day. But I'm about to meet up with one of the girls that lives in this building, and we're gonna drive to the nail salon. I do not know how to record. Also, has anyone else driven on the opposite side of the road? Have you been where you live, driving how you normally do, and then gone to visit another country or move to another country, and they drive on the opposite side of the road, and the steering wheel and the vehicle is on the opposite side? That is what I'm facing over here. So in the United States, we drive on the right side of the road, and the steering wheel is on the left side. Over in Japan, they drive on the left side of the road, and the steering wheel is on the right side. So I'm gonna drive about 40 minutes, and this girl that's coming with me, she doesn't even have a nail appointment. I am just so afraid to drive alone. I've driven twice here, and she was with me both times. We drove over to Yokosuka, and then we drove back. And I asked her last night, I said, can you please come with me? So I think she's just gonna, I don't know, walk around, go do some shopping. There's a lot to do in Yokosuka because it's a big city, but she's not gonna wait with me at my nail appointment and just sit there, but she's coming with me because I'm so afraid to drive alone. It's scary. I'm not used to it. Although they do drive a lot slower over here. In America, we drive in miles per hour. Over here, they drive in kilometers per hour. And kilometers are significantly, I mean, it's almost half. It's half the speed. So when I'm going 30 in America, that would be like going 15. So I just wanted to throw that out there. That's why she's coming with me. All right, bye. always laying directly on me. Okay, I have y'all resting on a box on my dresser. Okay, I just want to get Okay, let's try this again. And I removed some of the items that were in the background. Okay, I pulled this up on my iPad. So this is what we're reviewing. This is what the whole vlog was about. If it was a good vlog or not, I don't know. Please let me know. Also, I got my nails done. They are in the light. I call it gender reveal blue. One of my girlfriends called it robin's egg blue. Sounds better. Okay, so the Touched Saga. There's 4 books. This one is The Caress of Fate. This is book 1 by Elisa S. Amor. It looks like it came out in 2012, but then I guess a publisher picked her up in 2016. At least that's what it looks like. She has written a lot of books. This author has written a lot. I don't know if I should just keep holding this up or not because I've already returned it to Kindle Unlimited on my iPad. I don't understand how this book has such good reviews, and that sounds so bad. That sounds so awful. And I never want to put down an author's writing. I am not a writer. I could never do what she did. So good for her on that. She has written, I mean, it looks like about 20 books, although some of them look like duplicates, like the one from 2012 and then the one from 2016 were both this book. So I didn't look too hard at that, but there are 11,000 reviews between Amazon and Goodreads. And like I said earlier, it's between a 3.8 and a 4.2 star. I rated it 3 stars, but that's because I don't typically rate books 1 or 2 stars. Again, maybe I just was not the intended audience. It is marketed as a young adult Gothic romance, so a YA Gothic romance. I do like YA though. I like YA books. Lynn Painter writes YA books. Ali Hazelwood has a YA book out, which I haven't actually read yet, but I'm pretty sure I'll like that one. I've read YA books. Emma Lord, she wrote the cutest YA book called Tweet Cute or something. I like YA books, so I don't know. This one just did not work for me, so I rated it 3 stars. I don't really know what to say about it. It takes place in Lake Placid. It is an angel of death / Grim Reaper / executioner. He is centuries years old. He falls in love with a 17-year-old mortal / human girl. It's love at first sight. That's the other thing. Sometimes you can do love at first sight really well. Sorry, we live on the 7th floor, but I can. Anyways, we live here on base. I don't even remember what I was saying. I think I was trying to describe like the synopsis of the book. So yeah, his name is Evan James. Her name is Gemma Bloom. The love at first sight thing, it happened extremely quickly. Also, the book I'm so sorry, but it just dragged on. The first chapter or 2, I don't even remember, that happens within a day or so, and then like the next chapter says 4 weeks later. And then after it says that, I mean, the whole other 350 pages of this book take place in what I believe is just a couple of days, maybe a week or 2. I don't know. I was so bored. And the writing, I just was not a fan of the writing. And it's the whole toucher or you die trope. Toucher, you die trope. I'm trying not to say that on YouTube. But that trope that didn't really happen in the book. If anyone talked about it, if there were conversations, he would get really mad. But when it actually came to her getting hurt, getting kidnapped, getting, almost, her life is almost ending, he was terrible. There was no touch or you die. He just, I don't even know how to explain it without spoiling anything. You would just have to read the book for yourself. And I want you to. I want you to read the book for yourself. I want you to tell me what you thought. I was not a fan of it, but it still has really good reviews. It has such good reviews online. 11,000 reviews is a lot, so maybe this was just a me problem. I just did not vibe with this book. I also didn't like the tropes. Yeah, touch and you die, that was not real. It was not a real trope. Only when he talked about it, when he was talking about it with other people, like, oh, if you hurt her, if you touch her. But then when it came down to it, when they were in the middle of the action, and this was multiple times, it was just inner monologue for him. He didn't actually do anything to help her. It was awful. It was so awful. And then the miscommunication. There are 4 of them, 4 angels of death. I mean, there's millions of them apparently in the world, according to the book, but in his little group, there's 4 of them. And the main female character thinks that he's with one of the people that's in his little trio of 4. There's another female in his trio. And I swear that goes on for half the book. Her just believing that he is with her. And he knows that. He knows Gemma thinks that. And he never clears the air on it. And it was so annoying because Gemma brought it up so many times in her inner monologue. Remember, there's not a lot of dialogue in this book either. It is just pages and pages and pages of just thoughts. And that's the other thing. I like reading author acknowledgements, and her acknowledgements page was a good 20 pages long, and it just kept going and going, and I wasn't into it. And I'm normally into the acknowledgements. I like to see who the author's thinking, you know, maybe what came behind the idea for this book, how long it took them to write it. You know, they talk about their family, their children, you know, their love of coffee or whatever that got them through writing this book. Even that was boring. I feel like I have to keep whispering. Sorry, I'm doing laundry right now and I keep hearing my washing machine. My husband just texted me. I don't know what he just said. Okay, well, I'm gonna wrap this up. 3 stars because I don't give people usually a 2 or a 1 because, I mean, you still read a book. It was 376 pages. Good for you. I mean, that's incredible. I've never done that. So check it out if you would like. If you like it, please let me know why you like it. If you didn't like it, I would like to know why you didn't like it. I would like to know if anyone else is in the same camp as me. But I started another book and I will start a new reading vlog on that one later on. Right now I have to figure out how to upload this video. This is my first video. I also have to figure out how to create a thumbnail. I don't know how to do all these things, but thanks for sticking around if you did. I think we're at like 50 minutes. I apologize because I don't know how to edit any of that out. Oh, also the part where I'm at the train station holding my caramel tea latte and it cut off because I was too scared to be filming in public. And I said, I think I swallowed a bug. I did swallow a bug. I swallowed a bug while I was walking. I was like running, huffing and puffing, and a bug got in my throat, and I tried to cough it up, and then I swallowed it, and my throat and my tongue were stinging. I kid you not, for the rest of the day. I mean, I really thought something was gonna happen to me, but I don't know. I woke up fine, it wasn't swollen. Like one of my friends that got bit, she got bit around the eye and woke up with a swollen eye. I don't know, nothing happened to me, but just wanted to throw that out there. But anyways, have a good day, y'all.